1, 2, 1, 2. Good morning. Welcome to the University of Montenegro. It is our great pleasure and honor to be hosting the first International Staff Week, which we have organized with the support of the University of Jaén and the participation of staff from University of Cadiz and our university. At the beginning, you will be greeted by our Vice Rector for Internationalization, Professor Sanja Peković.
Dear Vice Rector Bruquet, dear Vice Rector Castaneda, dear Ms. Drljević, dear colleagues, it's my great pleasure to welcome you at the University of Montenegro at our first International Staff Week that is quite different than other Staff Week because we organize it with two Spanish university and we bring Mediterranean spirits like this, I hope. I hope this couple of days will be very important for our further collaboration. The internationalization of University of Montenegro is important aspect of our living. We defined it first in the general strategy of university for the period of 1924, and then we also develop our internationalization strategy for the period 2025. So one of the aspects is the introduction of new study programs in foreign languages, increase of mobility of students and of course staff, increase of projects and etc. Hope this couple of days will be point of brainstorming and of defining the concrete actions, projects, and also increase of mobility of our students and staff, and some other new idea that will help our university to boost internationalization. So once again, welcome at the University of Montenegro, and I hope these meetings will result in great international activities for all of three of our universities. Thank you.
Ms. Vanja Drljević, our National Erasmus Plus Coordinator, will also welcome you. Okay, dear professors from universities in Spain, dear Montenegrin professors, I'm really very honored to be here today on the occasion of International Staff Week with universities from Spain, and I would like to welcome you in Montenegro on behalf of the National Erasmus Plus Office. I have to say that it is my particular pleasure to be here because I remember that some years ago when I took part in one of the events organized by your agency in Madrid, that our cooperation with Spanish universities was quite modest, and now we have International Staff Week with so many professors from 3 Spanish universities, And we are witnessing this situation now that University of Montenegro is taking part in, actually our Montenegrin University is taking part in 6 capacity building projects with Spanish partners, and through our monitoring visits, we actually concluded that Spanish universities among the 5, Spain actually is among the 5 universities that is chosen by the students. Not only, it's not only about numbers, but it's very important that you take part in very important areas of cooperation, such as internationalization, which is very much needed, and that University of Montenegro is doing quite a lot in that respect. Entrepreneurship, maritime protection, development of different e-learning platforms that also proved to be of great importance during pandemic period. All these projects and cooperation through mobility really led towards achieving sustainable results, establishing a very strong cooperation between our 2 countries. And I hope that in the spirit of the new Erasmus Plus program that is dedicated to Green Deal, sustainable development, inclusion, digitalization, that we will try to foster our cooperation and to enable this sustainable partnership between our 2 countries through university cooperation, and of course that will be supported by sustainable friendships, I hope. And also, it would be a pleasure next time when we organize this International Staff Week to have possibility also to speak in Spanish. I think that it's also very much needed, and the University of Montenegro is, I think, working and thinking at least about it to try to prepare Montenegrin students also in that respect to be better prepared to study in at Spanish University. I wish you a successful work and also nice stay in our beautiful country. I hope that you will enjoy it, and I hope that this staff week will really generate some new ideas, especially as we are really in the face of the new calls for Erasmus Plus and some new opportunities that are for the first time open for Montenegro, such as European University Association, Knowledge Alliances, and some other that where Montenegro can on equal footing take part as other program countries, actually 3rd associated to the Erasmus Plus. So I wish you a nice day and thank you.
We continue with the presentation of 3 universities.
Hello again. I will briefly explain and present the university. Okay, now it's better. So I will briefly tell about University of Montenegro. First of all, it's only public university in the country. As probably you are informed, we are quite small country with 600,000 people, but we have quite big university considering the size of the country, as we enrolled 20,000 students. So it means around 80% of student population. Just some historical facts about university. So it's the largest and only public university and which is involved in a lot of international and national projects. So University of Montenegro was founded in 1974, and our first steps to the internationalization was next year in 75 with University of Florida, and then we merged our different faculties in 92, where it became from University Veljko Vlahović to University of Montenegro. In order to comply with the all EU policies, we implement and follow Bologna process in 2004, and now, like less than 20 years later, we have 78 agreements signed with a higher education institution from 32 countries, and our objective is to drastically increase this number because we are slowed down by pandemics in the last 2 years. So in our strategy, which I mentioned, it was defined for the period 19 to 24, and it was first comprehensive strategy of university. Our main goal is to ensure and improve the quality of higher education, and somehow to link our the needs of labor, market labor, to what we are offering at the at the university. For the last few years, we will discuss and tell you tomorrow about our international project, but main focus is to introduce some practical learning and to prepare our students for all request and demand at the labor market. As only state university, public university in the country, we also consider a lot the quality of life and how university will impact Montenegrin society and economic at all. Concerning the structure of university, it has 19 faculties and 3 research institutes. Faculties, the difference between faculties and institutes is that faculties offer study programs and are oriented to students, and research institutes are only focused on research activities. What is maybe advantages of studying at University of Montenegro is that our campuses is located in different cities around the country. It's a small country, and then the transfer is quite easy. As I said, we are big in the size of students, but very small concerning the number of staff. So we have around 1,000 members of academic, professional, and non-academic staff. We organize all 3 levels of studies, so bachelor, master, and PhD programs. We are now at the program 3+2+3, but our objective is even further on to provide students after 240 credits to get diploma or to continue. We have 62 undergraduate study programs, 73 master programs, and 25 study programs for doctoral studies, and we have 1 international or multidisciplinary study programs in English at the PhD level. It is only program in English, and it's like result from 1 Erasmus project called MARTS. So we will speak tomorrow more in detail about the faculties that we have at our university, but just it is biotechnical faculty, sports and physical education, architecture, civil engineering, dramatic arts and economic, electrical engineering, fine arts, law, mechanical engineering, medicine, metallurgy, philology, philosophy, political science, mathematics, tourism, maritime studies, music, marine biology, historical institute and center for advanced studies. And as I said, we have like 8 cities where our university is located. Concerning the membership in the International Association, we are members of European University Association, Magna Carta, Uni-Adrian, AOF, which is French Agency of University, a network of university of small European territories and countries, and Balkan University Association. Concerning the research objective as it is defined by our strategy, the main focus is on ICT, energy, medicine, biotechnology, tourism, and environmental protection, and this is also some of direction that are defined even in the research strategy at the national level. I will briefly just let you know about the project as we will discuss it more tomorrow. So the main programs are Erasmus Plus, IPA, Horizon, and one of the objectives is more application and grants from Horizon, HERD, Eastern European and Switzerland, COST, Tempus, and etc. So exchange programs, of course, Erasmus Mundus is on the top, and Erasmus Plus, CEPUS, Vlana, and we have a few bilateral agreements and some agreements on the national level. A part of all faculties buildings, we also provide university sport and cultural center and student dormitories. And one thing that we are quite proud, and it's not yet finished, but it will be finished soon, it's our technology park. The building will be finished soon at the university, at the campus of in Podgorica. I think on Thursday we will visit campus and you will see this building. The government of Montenegro is one of the partners in this project, 51%, and the University of Montenegro 49%. And the idea is that this the technology park be a hub of innovation, of startups, and all creative things for our students and for our Montenegrin future generation. We will hope that it will be finished at the end of this year. And one additional thing that we recently, last week, we will host a regional cybersecurity center, which will provide different programs, study programs, and lifelong learning programs in the area of cyber security. So you can visit us on different social pages and our website, and I'm sure we will have more opportunity to discuss about university tomorrow and after that. And now I will give the floor of my colleagues. Thank you.
So you have the presentation. Is there, isn't it? Dime. Vale. Vale. There is a video.
There is a video. If we can,
Okay,
yeah,
really,
if we can manage to show the video, it would be nice because sometimes the video is stuck.
Mm-hmm.
What is yours?
Okay, thank you. Okay, so thank you very much, Vice President Pekovic, Director of the Erasmus National Agency in Montenegro. So we are very pleased to be here, all of us, the three universities together. So this is the first staff week we are organizing the three universities, and we are very excited because of the opportunity you gave us to be here in Montenegro and to celebrate this first occasion in which the academic staff and teaching staff, research staff and administrative staff of the three universities can get together here. Even taking into account the special circumstances, so we are very aware and we are very sorry that we interrupted your vacations because it's really vacation period at the University of Montenegro, and because of as well it's a very tough period of the year because of the end of the academic year. You are starting as well the registration of the new students, freshmen and so forth, so we are aware that this is a very complicated period for your academic organization here, but because of that, we especially appreciate all the arrangements, all the help and the assistance and the support you provide us in order to organize this first staff week. So, my name is Sebastian Bluke, Vice President of the Internationalization at the University of Jaén. And together with my colleague Isabel, so we are going to prepare and to do this presentation about the University of Jaén internationalization organization and the resources we have and how is the structure of the organization itself at the University of Jaén. So, well, first of all, well, the sound, I don't know if you can hear the sound properly. So we are located in this area of southern Spain, province of Jaén, and we have two campuses. So the main campus is located in the city of Jaén, the capital city of Jaén. The second campus is located in the city of Linares. We are inside, we are a countryside and inside university, so in comparison with the University of Cádiz, for example, we have many complementarities because they represent seaside and we represent other values and other resources located in the central part of this inner region of Andalusian region. So we have many things to offer, like for example historical heritage cities and national parks. So we are hosting one of the most important, largest national parks, not only in Spain, but one of the largest in the European Union as well. So we have many things to offer from the point of view of tourism activities and leisure activities for students, for staff, and for our international guests as well. As I mentioned before, The University of Jaén is located in two main campuses. So the campus of the city of Jaén is Las Lagunillas campus. It's the central campus, in which we offer in total with Linares campus, we offer more than 100 degrees of all the areas, health sciences, social sciences, humanities, technology, engineering, experimental sciences as well. So we are offering a quite wide offer of academic opportunities for both national and international students. We'll have the opportunity as well to explain how we can expand the options on the horizon of our international students by offering more than 400 courses in English, or with support in English. So specifically students from Montenegro and from the University of Montenegro, and they have the chance to join our courses. These courses are offered in all the areas of knowledge, at least in all areas of knowledge we offer, we hold at the University of Jaén. Our campuses, I think, is one of our strengths. So we have two campuses that are very modern, very state-of-the-art. So the University of Jaén was created in 1993, but we have a long history going back to the 16th century, and we have a long history as well going back to the 19th century, because some of the engineering schools, the two engineering schools, were founded in the 19th and at the beginning of the 20th century as well. But we are an independent university, independent public university, because we became an independent public university in 1993, and we were part until that date. We were part of the University of Granada. So that's the reason why most of our facilities are very modern. We are located in two campuses that are very state-of-the-art campuses as well, with all the services centralized. So that is a very American-like type of campus, with all the central activities like library, research centers, the International Relations Office, sports centers. They are centralized in single, unique facilities, and that means that we are in a position to offer our students a very strong offer as well of activities in research, in teaching, but also in leisure activities and extra academic activities as well. So these are some pictures of the campuses. This is one of the buildings in the Linares campus, and this is our academic structure. We are organized around five faculties involving, as I told before, sciences, experimental sciences, humanities, social sciences, health sciences, and two schools of engineering as well. We have a PhD school for PhD students. We have a postgraduate center that is in charge of offering master courses mostly. And we have a center for lifelong learning and complementary training as well. In total, we host more than 16,000 students in total. So we are a medium-sized university, and with a lot of interest as well in research areas. What are our research areas mostly? So we cover many areas, and we are covering areas ranging from history to sciences, to health sciences, to experimental sciences. So we have 7 research centers, or advanced research centers. Some of them they are focused on Iberian archaeology. Iberian archaeology was the archaeology before the Romans. And we have another research center in earth sciences, in energy and environment, another related to olive and olive oil. So we are hosting one of the most important centers for production and for research in olive and olive oil industry, because we are hosting more than 62 million olive trees. So we are the major area for production of this golden liquid in the world. We have another research area focusing information and communication technologies. We are very strong in information and communication technologies. There are some colleagues here representing this area, IT. We are hosting as well the Andalusian Inter-University Institute for Research and Earth System, the ISTA, and we are hosting as well the Andalusian Institute for Inter-University Research on data science and computational intelligence. So artificial intelligence, data science is very important as well for our research nowadays and in the future. So in this slide we have other facts and figures. So we are hosting, as I told you before, more than 16,000 students and more than 1,000 teaching and research staff members. More of them they are PhD. They are doctors working in all the areas of research and teaching. And we are hosting as well a staff administration staff for almost 500 staff members in total. In the past 29 years, we have been hosting more than 50,000 former students, so we have a quite high population of alumni. So we are a young university, but this is regardless that we are having a long experience nowadays as well, with more than 50,000 graduates, both in master or in PhD or in undergraduate studies. What are the bachelor degrees we are offering? We are offering more than 50 bachelor degrees in total. So we have 16 degrees related to social sciences and law, 5 related to arts and humanities, 3 related to sciences, 5 starting with studies of medicine now related to health sciences, 22 related to engineering, so that means that one of our strengths is engineering studies and technology studies as well, and we have 8 international 9 at the moment international double degrees in civil engineering, mechanical engineering, languages, businesses and law. Our master degrees, we are offering as well a wide range of master degrees. So we have 7 international double degrees with 4 online fully taught degrees as well. And we have 14 partially online degrees offering all the areas that I mentioned before, related to human sciences, humanities, related to social sciences, related to law, business, engineering, technology, health sciences, and experimental sciences. We are developing as well a very strong research center studies and focus as well with a PhD school, joining together more than 20 degrees related to PhD degrees and 9 inter-university PhD degrees as well. We have a quite long list of lifelong learning degrees with almost 50 degrees in this area. Well, research is very important for us. I know that tomorrow we're going to have roundtable and a networking session related to research for researchers coming from the university. So it's going to, I think this is going to be one of the strengths and one of the opportunities we have to grab, we have to take advantage of, because it would be a very good idea to strengthen our links and to strengthen our bonds in order to create, in order to set up new projects so that we can establish new further cooperation in all the areas we are working currently. So we have more funds coming from the European Union and specifically on the Horizon Europe area. So I think we can have the resources and the complementarities there to implement new projects in this area, coming both from the Erasmus framework and also for the Erasmus for the Erasmus, for the Horizon Europe framework. So we have many complementarities, as I said before, so that we can strengthen and we can build up on these complementarities in order to provide new opportunities for our researchers and to create new projects that can be competitive in the future. So we have research groups working in humanities, in social economic sciences and law, natural resources and environment, production and operation technologies. We have also research groups working properly as well in physics, chemistry and mathematics, and in health sciences and technology. Biology and biotechnology is very important for us as well, so everything related to the combination of engineering, technology, biology is one of the key areas for us as well. ICT research groups is another area in which we are developing very strongly, and the agri-food industry, with everything related to the production in the agri-food industry and the marketing in the agri-food industry as well, is very strong for our researchers and for our future and current research projects. Well, and what about our internationalization field? We are developing very strongly in the internationalization field, and I think we can develop even more strongly in this area. So we are increasing the number of students coming from everywhere in the world, so we are hosting students from more than 80 countries. Obviously, we have students from Montenegro, but we are looking forward to strengthen, to increasing the number of students coming from the students and staff coming from this university and from this country. For us all, the Balkan area is very important because we have many projects related to KA107 and KA171 projects, so we are strengthening this cooperation, and we have, together with the University of Cardiff, we are the two best funded universities here in the country, so we have many positions, free positions that are offering to Montenegro universities, and mostly to the University of Montenegro, which is the only public university here in the country. So we have many options for these incoming students, and many activities and many, well, social, academic, of course, and extra academic activities that we can offer for students and academic staff and staff members, research and administrative staff members at the University of Jaén. Well, this area of the internationalization area is going to be explained because she knows that very well by my colleague. Isabel is a technician working at the Center of Internationalization Office at the University of Jaén. She will explain these areas related to internationalization at the University of Jaén in a very proper manner. So the floor is yours, Isabel.
Thank you, Sebastián. Okay, so as Sebastián said, and you can see in the figures, the University of Jaén has a strong commitment to internationalization. We take care of our international students, because we give, in this picture you can see a welcome fair. So our students present their countries, their culture, their universities. So we try to, every year we try to celebrate the international fair, in which they can promote their international and their home university, their culture and everything. So we try to do some events with them. Yes, as Sebastián said, we have a lot of agreement with HA institution from more than 60 countries, and every year 900 incoming international students, or maybe more. One international student at UJA is 1,000, more than 1,100 from the 5 continents, and 500 outgoing international students, more or less. Sorry. International students in the range, in the rankings of the surveys doing for the international university, we are the second best university in Spain. And we are the top 800 in the Shanghai Argus 200 overall ranking among the top of the 300 in the IT area. Then we are among the 300 best university in the world under 50. And we are 1,084 in the CBW World 2020. So it's like we are good rated among the international mobilities exchange universities. We have like an international learning environment. It's like we have 15 international double degrees, bachelor and master in engineering and language, business and law. Then we have degrees in English, like an MSc in the telecommunication and engineering, BA and M in English studies, MA in bilingual education, international universities, and BA in business and administration. We have, this is very important for us because we have more than 850 courses taught in different languages. So any student come from any different country, they can study in English, French, German, or even Italian language. So we offer a range of courses in different languages. For them it's easy to study there. And also we offer, I don't know here, but we offer Spanish courses, free Spanish courses for international study students, so they can learn Spanish at the same time, and they can get the title in Spanish. So at the same time they are studying their courses, their degree, they can study Spanish. You see, so Spanish language courses. We have from different level of Spanish courses for pre-academic, intensive courses, and intensive Spanish courses, and intensive Spanish courses for more, like a more level. What we do when we receive international students is that our language center make an exam to them and check the level they have, and they locate the student to the different levels so they can learn the Spanish from their own level. This is the different type of how to pre-register in the university, but we have the instructions in the website. So it's like, if you want to make a summary, like if you are international exchange, if you're coming from international exchange program, just as you know, the nomination from your home university. If you come by yourself, you have to do the pre-registration and these kind of things. The registration fees at the University of Jaén is around 800 euros per year for a student who pay themselves. So, here we have one of our but it's interesting to know, attracting talent scholarship, which means that any student around the world can apply for this scholarship at the University of Jaén, and they can study with us their master or their degree. So the grant is around 2,200 euros per year, and they don't have to pay fees of enrollment. They can study the whole degree or the whole master. Accommodation. We have different accommodations at the University of Jaén. We have apartments, and we have the university hall. In the university hall is everything included, so you have the meals and everything is a little bit expensive, and then you have the apartments, but they are fully equipped with kitchen and everything. The student can cook by themselves. You also can share. The most popular option for international students is a sharing flat. With more international students, it's cheaper. Also, you can live with a family. Sometimes families say, we want to stay with an international student, and something like that. And the living cost per month is 450 euros per month, so it's not so expensive. And here is the UJA in rankings. So as I told before, we are the 300 top in the RU Shanghai. From the 800 to 1,000 in the higher education university ranking. Top 50 in the ranking Young X universities, excellent 9 international student satisfaction. When our students do their surveys, they used to be like happy with their service and they stay at the University of Jaén. Normally they are happy when they stay there. We are the 51st and the 51st position in the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings, and the top 300 higher education. This is the same, yeah, from the universities. And thank you so much for your attention. But we must say that we have Erasmus program, scholarship, attracting talent. We have more exchange program and the international exchange with other universities around the world. So we have a lot of programs there in the university. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Isabel. So again, we are offering our resources we deployed here at the University of Montenegro so that we can start this full cooperation with our staff members, especially tomorrow. We want to have the chance to speak to each other and to talk to each other to find new ways of cooperation in research and administrative processes, improving our quality processes as well. So I think it's going to be one very appealing and very productive days for our staff. Again, thank you very much for all the arrangements and for the nice welcoming to the University of Montenegro. And the University of Montenegro, I have a question that can be funny, but Montenegro is well known all around the world because of the Spanish word. So maybe we can talk, because I don't know exactly what is the origin, because this is the same in all the languages, it's the same in Montenegro, because there is Chernegore. So maybe we have, and we share common roots according to our history, at least from the linguistic point of view, and we can analyze as well where are these common roots coming from. So thank you again, thank you Isabel for your presentation, and now it's time for a break, I think. Yep. So we're going to take a picture.
Sorry, just a short note. Before we take the break, I would kindly ask you all to go in front of the building so we take a group photo of the event. Thank you.
Universidad de Cádiz.
Primero la presentación del
La de aquí izquierdo.
Sí, el PDF, pero tenemos PDF.
Ah, en PDF lo tiene, no lo tiene en PowerPoint.
Universidad de Cádiz, la Universidad del Sur de Europa, una universidad de excelencia. Formación de calidad, excelencia en la investigación.
Hola, sí.
Sintetizan la acción de la UCA. Despliega su actividad docente e investigadora en 15 centros distribuidos entre sus 4 campus universitarios: Cádiz, Puerto Real, Jerez y Bahía de Algeciras. Calidad, diversidad y especialización caracterizan su oferta académica. Cuenta con más de 20.000 alumnos, 1.800 profesores e investigadores y 750 miembros del personal de administración y servicios. Una intensa actividad que tiene el soporte de excelentes infraestructuras para el estudio, la investigación, la cultura, el deporte. La UCA lidera el Campus de Excelencia Internacional del Mar, CELMAR, y participa en el Campus de Excelencia Internacional Agroalimentario, CIA3.
Con la presentación de... Sí, tengo...
¿Hablen de todo lo que podamos? ¿Hoy tengo que hablar de Museo Nacional?
A ver qué se me ocurre.
Carga el Google Maps.
Google Maps.
Y ya empieza ahí exactamente. No, Google Earth, perdón, Google Earth. Ahí lo tiene. Google Earth Pro. Cárgalo.
¿Cuál de ellos? ¿Este?
No, primero. Ahí está.
Sí, hola. Morning.
Va a ser un espectáculo, ¿no? De luces y sonido. Esto está Esto es bonito, ¿eh? Esto me gusta. Esto da mucha vidilla. Perfecto. Precioso, precioso. Dame una foto. Yo aquí sacando fotos de esta forma. Puedes mirar cómo llegar, te puede dar cómo llegar. Después yo lo sé. Andando. Quería ver el camino de Santiago como sale. Corazón de la ciudad. Aquí tenemos un efecto especial de que está aquí y que no está. No, pero esto escucha mucho. Está delante de la máquina aquí. Somos los segundos, no te ponen el primero, dice, somos los segundos de satisfacción. ¿Y quién es el primero? Dice, estos somos los primeros. A mí me gusta eso, porque a mí se ve muy bien la todos los regalos que llegan aquí.
Esa muchacha, ¿tú no dejas ahí? Muchacho, saquen una fotito. Please, una foto. Aquí. Como ves esto, ¿no? A ver, me lo cargo. No, aquí, la bandera. La bandera ahí. Montenegrina.
Okay. So now we're back. We continue with the presentation of the University of Cadiz. The Vice Rector, Professor Jimenez, will present the University of Cadiz. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Well, first I thank you to the University of Montenegro to invite us to participate in this event. Miss Drilbejic of the Erasmus Office of Montenegro, dear Mr. Vice Rector of Internationalization of Jaén University, for inviting us to this event. I want to begin our presentation with a little jump from Podgorica to Cadiz to see where is Cadiz. It's a little jump for a very nice possible to collaboration in the future. This is Cadiz. It's so close, more or less, to Jaén University. Both university, we are in Andalusia, Jaén in the north, and Cadiz in the south of Andalusia, in the coast. We can offer mountain and beaches. Mountain with Jaén and beaches with Cadiz to complete offer to increase the mobility and, of course, for our quality of our academic program for both universities. Well, our university has some numbers too. We are present in the international ranking, one of the 1,000 best universities in the world, according to the numbers. According to Shanghai's ranking, one out of 500 best universities in the world in main items: mathematics, engineering, oceanographic engineering, environmental sciences and chemistry. We are in of 500 best university in the world. Our university has 4 campuses. First, in Cadiz town. In this campus we have mainly humanities, business studies, and health sciences. Other campus in Jerez de la Frontera with law, tourism, and social sciences in general. Is very close to Cadiz, for 40 kilometers by road. Other campus in Puerto Real, very close to Cadiz, in the other side of the Cadiz Bay. In this campus we have the technological and sciences studies, engineering, sciences, and today the Faculty of Studies, social sciences, education sciences. And the final 4 campuses, Algeciras. Algeciras is in the Gibraltar field, the Gibraltar area, and in this campus we have the second engineering school, and we have different classrooms of other faculties of the university. We have 44 degrees, 21 double degrees, 56 official master program, 21 PhD program, 2 doctoral schools. The first, Educa, is a comprehensive school, and we have other specific and specialized in doctoral school, ADMR, specializing in sea studies. We have 200 research groups in the university, 15 faculties and schools, 45 departments, and now 22,000 studies in all universities. We have 44 degrees in different areas, arts and humanities. I don't read a lot, it's not very boring for the presentation. In the STEM area, sciences, engineering, mathematics, etc. Health sciences and education, economics, law, and social sciences in the 4 campuses, of course. 21 double degrees in specialized 3 areas: arts and humanities, STEM, economics, law, and social sciences. We have some programs in English, in the law faculty, international law, in the business and economics studies, and in sciences and in engineering too. Among our offers, we have a 56 official master program in different areas. You can see in the picture, with a lot of students of PhD program for the different countries. We have a lot of cooperation with the 5 continents too. We are specialized in Latin America, Africa, and of course in our strategy of internationalization, Balkans countries for us are very important. We work with different universities in this area, with each university specialized in Montenegro, is for us a special partner. Our 2 doctoral schools, Educa and Eidemar, we have different offers in all area of knowledge to do program to PhD in co-tutor, in co-direction. For us is a very important strategy. We have a program in co-direction with Africa, with Latin America, with Europe East countries and Central Asia too. And I would like to explore the possibility to go ahead with co-direction works in PhD program with Balkan countries, with Montenegro country, with this university. Our doctoral program today are this: Arts and Humanities, Linguistics, Communication, Tourism, Law, Business Management and Economic Environment, Social, Criminological, and Behavioral Sciences, Research and Education Practice, Health Sciences, Physical Activity and Sport, Mathematics, Biomolecules, Agri-Food Resource, Nanoscience and Nanotechnology, Manufacturing, Materials and Environmental Engineering, Sustainable Engineering, Informatics Engineering, Marine Resource, Marine Sciences and Technology, Management and Conservation of the Sea, Maritime History and Archaeology. Our research institutes are Electronic Microscopy and Material Sciences, Marine Sciences Research Institute, Viticulture and Agri-Food Research Institute in Biomedicine, Research Institute in Biomolecules, Sustainable Social Development, Andalusian Inter-University Institute of Criminology, Applied Linguistic Research Institute, Hispanic War Studies Research. About our internationalization strategy, we have a global vision of the world. We work in the 5 continents. A global strategy with Erasmus program is a key of our strategy for internationalization. We establishing stable and long-standing strategies. Scientific cooperation based on PhD co-tutor for us is very important, this position. We want more co-tutor with our partners. We think this is a very stable strategy to go ahead with internationalization and increase the scientific production, new projects, and new objectives. double degrees, master and bachelor agreements. We have a lot with, I don't remember the maximum number, near maybe 2,000 in the world, maybe. And we have a very good position, we think, of course, in the Erasmus KA 131, and we hope a good position in the KA 171. We are waiting in these days the result of these calls. Our experience in the past KA 107 is a great experience because we have a lot of mobility with all the world. We have a lot of exchange agreement, no Erasmus too. Joint cooperation projects, example, Erasmus capacity building, strategy partnerships, Jean Monnet and others. Joint research project as Horizon, as Prima, other European and non-European calls, special emphasis on inclusion and sustainability. You can find more information about our current project in our website. Of course, you can write to us, we can answer with the information required. About the international areas of cooperation, we want to work in teaching, research, about teaching, mobility of students, training period, double degrees, seminar, Erasmus project in general, capacity building, for example, and support to design and develop the master and PhD program. Together, we can go more far. Research, training, co-directed PhD thesis, thematic network, internships, etc. About some numbers. About mobility, we have more or less 900 Erasmus incoming students each year. In the new courses, we wait more than 1,000. Well, more or less, this is a medium value. Visiting student 150, no Erasmus. Teaching research and not teaching staff 115 each year. With America, USA, Mexico, Colombia, Brazil, Argentina, among others, Africa, Morocco, Argelia, and sub-Saharan area. We have a special relation with Ivory Coast, Senegal, but now our strategy in sub-Saharan area is very strong with Ivory Coast. We have a lot of relation with the PhD office and the university in this country. This country is very curious because it's the sixth country in the world with Spanish students, of Spanish language students, 6 in the world. In Middle East, Jordan, Europe, all Europe, Central, East Europe, Asia, specialized with Kazakhstan, to Uzbekistan, and Kyrgyzstan. Our specialized is Istan. China, and we have capacity building with Netherlands, Poland, France, Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, Belarus, Germany, Portugal, Italy, and Greece, and others as partners. The location, after the little jump with Google Earth, this is our position in the south of Spain, very close to Africa. We are a bridge, Africa, Europe, and South America. Thank you so much for their attention. Now, we put now a little video.
Universidad de Cádiz, la Universidad del Sur de Europa, una universidad de excelencia. Formación Innovación de calidad, excelencia en la investigación, transferencia de resultados y responsabilidad social sintetizan la acción de la UCA. Despliega su actividad docente e investigadora en 15 centros distribuidos entre sus 4 campus universitarios: Cádiz, Puerto Real, Jerez y Bahía de Algeciras. Calidad, diversidad y especialización caracterizan su oferta académica. Cuenta con más de 20.000 alumnos, 1.800 profesores e investigadores y 750 miembros del personal de administración y servicios. Una intensa actividad que tiene el soporte de excelentes infraestructuras para el estudio, la investigación, la cultura, el deporte. La UCA lidera el Campus de Excelencia Internacional del Mar, CEIMAR, y participa en el Campus de Excelencia Internacional Agroalimentario, CIA3. La UCA ofrece un importante conjunto de servicios tanto a la comunidad universitaria como a la sociedad. Lidera la gestión de la agenda cultural de la Universidad Andaluza a través de 10encultura.es o el programa Flamenco en Red. Cuenta con excelentes instalaciones deportivas, piscinas climatizadas, pabellón cubierto, campos de fútbol, pistas polideportivas. El Centro Superior de Lenguas Modernas ofrece una completa formación en 10 idiomas en todos los niveles, además de lengua de signos. Con el sello de excelencia europea 500+, la biblioteca de la UCA es una referencia en el sistema universitario español. Una universidad solidaria y sostenible. Los convenios con más de 40 ONGs, el servicio de atención psicológica y psicopedagógica, la atención a las personas con discapacidad o la oficina de sostenibilidad evidencian este compromiso con la sociedad y esta sensibilidad medioambiental. Formación, investigación, transferencia, servicios y responsabilidad social. Así es la UCA, la Universidad del Sur de Europa, una universidad de excelencia.
Well, only I want to say one more thing, a little. We are the coordinator of the European University of the Sea, CEU. We was selected in the first call of this new strategy in all Europe. From our university, we can offer the, we can offer the possibility of cooperation with our consortium, our alliance. Now we are waiting for the new period for include new 3 universities in the world, all universities related with the sea, but not only for sea studies. We are accomplished universities. CEU University is a European university, and we can open our project to other universities related with the sea, to cooperation in project, to extend the alliance activities, and why not, maybe Montenegro a new cooperation with us in this university. Thank you so much. And now the director of our Modern Language Center and General Director of Language and Linguistic Policies, the next speaker. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Rafael. First of all, I would like to thank the University of Montenegro for its hospitality with the delegation from Cádiz, and also the University of Jaén for the organization and for giving the opportunity of being here. I am delighted to participate in this event by presenting one of such an important unit for the University of Cádiz as its University School of Modern Languages. It is very important for promotion the Spanish language and its culture. This year we are celebrating the 20th anniversary of the center, so we are very happy and also very busy. As the director of this center, I will make a brief presentation. In 2021, almost 493 million people have Spanish as their mother tongue. Spanish is the second mother tongue in the world by number of speakers, after Mandarin Chinese. More than 24 million students study Spanish as a foreign language in 2021. Each year, almost 1,000 students from all 5 continents choose to come to our university to learn our language. Spanish is, it goes without saying, an international language with a strong presence in Europe and America and great cultural prestige. It is very important as an economic reserve or asset and has a projection of great value into the future with a strong power of attraction among young people, European young people. The University of Cadiz is the perfect place to study Spanish and to discover and explore the great richness of our country, of our countries and our culture. Learning Spanish at the UCA is much more than learning a vocabulary or grammar. It is a unique cultural exchange, experience, and exciting way of learning language through culture and vice versa. Really, more than living the language and culture, it is about living the Spanish culture through its language. It is very important. The University School of Modern Language offers Spanish courses at every level throughout the year with affordable prices and teaching staff specialized in teaching our language to foreign students. Our offer of Spanish courses is designed with the interest and needs of our students in mind. That is why we adapt to different formats and levels. We are committed to quality teaching based on a communicative and effective classroom work methodology. All of our academic programs strictly adhere to the standards set in the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. And due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we have learned to structure our courses from a multimodal perspective with face-to-face and online modalities. We offer course, intensive, regular course, and also exams of Spanish as a foreign language under the supervision of Instituto Cervantes Institute. This is the schedule of a course this year and particularly this summer. Course for 3 months courses and intensive courses with 3 weeks. We also offer courses for teachers of Spanish as a foreign language. These courses we try to answer such questions as the role the grammar have in the language class, about communicative functions, and so on. As I have said, just a minute, we have a center of daily exams from the Instituto Cervantes. And also we offer many languages, besides the Spanish, English, French, German, Italian, Moroccan Arabic, Portuguese, Russian, and Spanish Sign Language. Well, reasons to choose Cádiz. Its geographical location, in the south of Europe, 14 kilometers from the north of Africa, Gibraltar, with much more. No? Cádiz is a city with more than 3,000 years of history. It is called the City of the Sun. It's a very quiet and sure city. It's a small city with no more than 130,000 inhabitants. You, the student, all the students really feel like at home. They are committed to practice an authentic Spanish immersion. Okay. Cádiz is a monumental city. It's wonderful. It has a wonderful gastronomy. We are hungry. It's a very interesting place because of its cultural and folklore festival. You can choose between beach and also mountain, not only beach. So you all are welcome to the CSLM. It's a place where you learn language, indeed, but much more. Guided tours, it's a complete extra academic program with excursion, workshops. The student can also, at their disposal, we have a volunteering service, mentoring program. They can change with native students. Definitely, Cádiz is an unforgettable experience for everyone. Our international students do not come for tourism. They are not tourists who come to spend a few days, a few hours in the city and its province. That is what the tourists who visit us by plane or boat do. They, tourists, stay for a few days, go shopping, see monuments, go to the beach or to the mountains, eat and drink the typical food and drink of the region and enjoy the good weather. And they leave, the tourists, they leave the city with a pleasant experience. On the other hand, our students do not do that. They come to experience the Spanish language and culture, and even more to experience the Spanish-speaking culture. Our students are our best linguistic ambassadors. In both cases, the city, its province, and its university welcome them with open arms. Our interest, the interest of the Vice-Rectorate for Internationalization, the interest of the UCA, of the UCA in Spanish, is to promote incoming and outgoing mobility with the University of Montenegro. From the point of view of the CSLM, the interest lies in facilitating the incoming students' stay in Cádiz through the study of Spanish and its culture, and thus make them richer as people. This is the information. For more information, you can consult, you can check the web for contact information, and we are also present in social networks, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Habla Hvala puno. Muchas gracias.
Well, see you, I hope see you Montenegro University in Cádiz, and of course our colleague from Jaén. Of course, you have invited to Cádiz too. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the presentations, both universities, the presentations and what we heard about your internationalization practices and the services that you offer and the support that you have for the internationalization are really impressive. So we really have partners that we can learn a lot from, and we hope to exchange our experiences more intensively in the future. Now we continue, okay? We continue with the seminar on digitalization and internationalization and Erasmus without paper, and this will be in particular interesting for us from the International Office of the University of Montenegro, but also for our Vice Deans for International Cooperation who are in charge of international relations at the individual university units. So the floor is yours, Professor.
Hello. Okay. Well, first, I'm Nestor Mora from the Cádiz University. I take the staff post of Director of International Mobility in Secretariat. I'm going to talk about digitalization and internationalization with the point of view with a focus in Erasmus without paper. Okay, but first I want to say that it's nice to be with you, all you. It's wonderful. Montenegro is a wonderful city. The people is great, and a great country is made by great people. Thank you very much for everything. Well, I try to be light, not boring, because this theme is not easy. I'm going to treat to show you some particular, with a particular point of view, what is all this theme of digitalization, internationalization, and many other things that compose all the world of things that is not easy to understand. Well, or I'm going to try to do it with a simile. An analogy. Why? Because it's easier for everybody to understand concept in analogy than sometimes in a theoretical point of view. What analogy I choose? A treasure roadmap. Why? Because its roadmap has all the items that we need to understand what is all this world. What items? What is used? First, we must start with a starting point, where we are. Well, we're going to treat where we are, how it is possible to understand where we are and the problems that we can find in our way. The treasure is important. What are we looking for? And what implies the treasure? Problems, challenges, and obstacles to overcome. It's essential to know what we can find in all this way. the roadmap show us a proposed path to lead us to the treasure. Propose it, okay? Not is the unique path. Each university, each institution can choose the path. But the European people think that there are a useful path to reach the treasure when in the way that is possible to do it. This is our roadmap with 4 things to understand. First one, we are in the first steps of digitalization and internationalizations. First steps, we need help to reach the treasure. For example, Erasmus without paper is a tool, not a goal. The Erasmus without paper is possible that use it in many ways, but not as a target. No, it's only a tool to reach the treasure. We need to know and face the problems with a good spirit. We're going to see now the spirit we must have to reach the treasure. And what is the goal, how we can get it, and what goal we can look for in this island. For example, well, we deal with this in due course. Keep calm, step by step, don't worry. We can do it. Well, I propose 2 quotes to take this spirit that we must have in this search. 2 quotes, simple quotes. The first one was proposed for somebody intrepid, looking for motivation and encouragement. The future belongs to the fearless. If you have terror, fear, it's impossible to take the first step. Okay? First, motivation and encouragement. The second one was proposed for somebody optimistic, looking for direction and sense, both to search the treasure. And these authors say clear objectives are required to face these challenges. Okay? If we have troubles with what we're looking for, how to do it, I can't do it because there are some reasons or other, bad for us. We need clearness in our mind, aware of everything important and relevant. Well, we are ready to start the adventure, and we can do it. We can do it, I'm sure. First step, digitalization. What is digitalization? What implies the digitalization and inherent problem with the digitalization? 3 steps that we must take to understand what is this concept and how to manage the digitalization. Digitalization is a generic term for digital transformation of society. Describe transition from one stage to other stage, an ancient, maybe prehistoric stage to the science-fi age of wonderfuls. Okay, it's not true, but we can take this, we can buy this idea for a first step. Well, we come from an stage of analog. Everything was analog, and we must take the path to reach a new age, a new stage of digital technologies, knowledge, creativity, and innovation. This is the first view of our target, our treasure. Okay? And our telephone, and our phone to a space where it is all possible, push it buttons. For example, Well, we can see this transformation in two levels. The first one in the management. We can think about the administrative management 30 years ago and how it's possible to carry out now. Today, long waiting times, face-to-face interactivity, analog know-how, lines, talking, everything was solved by talking. Today, no. It's curious, but it's true. The next stage comes with devices, digital devices. It's a monster. Well, with digital interaction, know-how, valid and validables data sources, shorter times, and push buttons. Everything, we can do everything push a button. Simple. We can see this transformation, society transformation, with a point of view of educational. Many of us are teachers. I am teacher. I need to know, we need to know what is the sense and direction of the internationalization in the teaching process, because it's really important for us, for the universities, and for all the structure of teaching learning environment. 30 years ago, usually saw long classes, papers, books, pencil, face-to-face interactivity, sequentiality, individual aims, behaviorist models, the usual teaching learning methods in an ancient stage. Today, we have a new environment with devices, digital interactions, know-how, valid sources, short in time, collaborative learning, and a constructivist model of teacher learning environments. Okay? We come from one stage to other stage, ancient stage, to a science fiction stage. Where we are in the middle. We have part of the ancient issues and part of the new issues. And we must work to reach the target that we are aware. We must be aware. Targets. Digitalization is an opportunity to improve many things. I choose 4 lines of improvement. First one, sustainability. In a way, it's a way to improve the environmental care, reduce the CO2 production, reduce infrastructures. Also, it's possible, trust, improve the trust, security and privacy. It's not true of all. Well, efficiency, reducing management process, reducing dedication time, and availability, because with this monster we can do everything in any time. Continuous improvement, but I'm going to talk about the problems and challenges now, okay? Not all is a bed of roses. Absolutely, absolutely. We have many problems with the digitalization. What problems? For example, complex software and technology. How is possible that we use complex software that we can turn in an easy way? I don't understand it, but sometimes it's impossible. We spend many time, hours, days to understand a software. Why? If the programmers, the language programmers can turn the interface, the human interface, to a more friendly way to work with this. Second problems, difficult adaptation of new tools and processes. For the human beings, it's hard to change the tools, because we are experts in what we know. And we spend many time to understand and use new tools. It's a reality. Continuous evolution of customers' needs. Today, the customer needs 1, 2, 3, 4. Tomorrow, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, the tool is not useful, yes? We must develop a new tools. New tools? Another tool? Yes. We must learn again the same, how to use it, how to change, to produce the same solution with other software, with other tools. Lack of digital transformation strategies. All institutions lack of any kind of digital transformation strategies. Why? I don't know. Lack of proper IT skills. Privacy and security concerns. Budget constraints. When we use a new tool, ever the administrative staff higher say, I give you a new tool, but the budget's low. Why? Everything is possible to do with this new software. Why do you need 4 people if the software makes the work of 3? Only one. It's not possible. It's the same. Only one. Strong changes and cultural mindset is a reality. We can do nothing to do. Second step in our roadmap. Internationalization. What is, what implies, inherent problems. You share with you 4 reference, good reference. The first one talk about what is the internationalization, and say many important things about what is and how we can understand it. The second one is even better, because the line is critical and show us the problems. The problems, yes, all the symbols that say that he has a problem, this a broken bridge in the roadmap. The other 2 as good also is also good. We can see in these 4 references many important concepts to understand what is the internationalization and how to manage it. First one, with the first reference, what is internationalization? It's the process of integrating an international, intercultural, or global dimension into the proposed functions or delivery of post-secondary education. This is a such wonderful today a hot dog, but to understand is not good. I try now to give you a point of view easier to understand. We must to integrate new dimensions, international, intercultural, and global, where in 3 lines: purpose of education, function of educational, and delivery of education, integrating these dimensions. The internationalization is a way to go to other country, and the culture is wonderful to exchange, yes, but we must study too. Sorry. And the internationalization must be present in all the levels of the reality. Cultural, educational, and what level you want. To To do this possible, it's necessary to work in two equivalent levels. Management. Okay, we have Erasmus with a paper that helps to make all kind of exchanging text or documents. Wonderful. And educational. It not goes too good. We need to improve the internationalization in our classrooms, in the activities, educational activities, because the people, the student that comes, the staff that comes, all of you that comes to other country has treasures to exchange with the other country. Why not use it? Okay. Well, in this point of view, we must to talk about the components of internationalizations. Recruitment of international students, obvious. Creation of interactive internationalization space for students, staff, and create academic exchange programs. Third, internationalization of curriculum. Fourth, confirm research and educational partnerships between institutions. I'm going to make a question for everything. What are we doing here right now? We're talking about the first one. Here we are in a interactive space for staff, learning, exchanging opinions, and make it possible things that maybe a week ago seems to be impossible. Why not tomorrow in the staff reunion we can talk about the internationalization of curriculum? Why not? And confirm research and educational partnerships in between all the universities we are present. Okay? We are creating now internationalization. Okay. It's important to be aware. Not always a bed of roses. We have many problems with internationalization. First one, the language diversity is essential. It's impossible to communicate if the skills, the communication skills hasn't a minimal level to exchange concepts, to exchange relations and processes and emotions. Why not? Lack of teacher learning international dynamics. Educational programs compatibility is a problem, the compatibility. Real problem. Recognition of qualifications is other problem. Great problem. Housing problems. Time required to socio-cultural integrations. Lack of prior preparation for the people that goes from one country to other country. We need the people arrives to the other country with a minimum of knowledge that what is the internationalization and how to manage all the problem that he or her can find it. Cost of the stay, complexity of management processes, but it's not the bed of roses. Absolutely. Third steps, Erasmus without papers. How to make the internationalization of education more accessible from a management point of view. And the teachers say, and educational? It's an issue that we can have to address because it's important and it's rare that this subject is present in this kind of meeting, but it's important to include it in the future. Well, in the management point of view, we need tools that give us the possibility of get you use an adequate roadmap, adequate spirit, and adequate tools. For example, Erasmus with a paper that gives us all the opportunities to exchange information between the institutions using some criteria, some formats that is necessary to understand, not absolutely, but in a medium level, it's important to understand it. What is Erasmus with a paper? It's a project co-funded by the European Commission aiming for bringing Erasmus administration into 21st century. International management goes digital, but it's necessary to solve problems, many problems. Erasmus with a paper is about replacing the paper-based workflow by a digital way. The papers disappears. Only easy changed text formats included in messages between one institution to other institution. Messages like WhatsApp, similar but in a different environment. Taking the administrative workload for students and staff is needed. Creating free public infrastructure to make this all possible, and streamlining technical solutions for student mobility. All this is what must to do Erasmus with a paper. Must. Sometimes it's true, sometimes not really true. It's not really. Well, we're going to talk about now about a basic glossary about Erasmus with a paper, not many, how it works and implementation. Leave alone, planning and schedules. Why is not help us? No, it's helpful for us. The schedule is wonderful for the European institutions and the CPA in Spain. For us, we must do a good work. The time is important in the level of it's important, but good work is relevant, more relevant than the schedule. Glossary, basic glossary. SIS is a Student Information System. It's a way, an app that the student needs to solicit, to send messages, to require some issues that we needed to do almost everything is the SIS. Education institution, hey, data format created for connection between computers or between computer program, API, to gather in one place information of who is connected, where to find him, and what services is offered is named registry. First one for the student, second one is the name of the institution, Cádiz University is Hey, Podgorica University is Hey, API is the data format to exchange information. Text, only charters that are useful to exchange all the information that the institutions needs. It's not magical, absolutely. And registry is a place to store all we need to make all this possible. We register all the formats that we needed. More words. Connector. Connector is the piece of software which is SIS agent in the network. Client. Clients Erasmus with a paper functionalities spread over the user interface of the mobility module used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words only 6 words. How works EWP? First, it's not easy to explain. It's complex. I try to make it as simple as I can do it, okay? there are many technical and blurry words. Sometimes the technical used to use words that is good for us, but the people don't understand it. I try to use less blurry words than sometimes we can take in this kind of presentation. What is, how works EWP? Integrating International Communication Network of HACE and other services providers. All the institutions share the information in a great network. Introducing pattern of machine learning data, formats, text format for the APIs. Only a way to say something to share information. Only this. Connecting modules of SIS, all mobility systems, all the agents must be connected. The Erasmus with the paper needs a client in each institution and a client in the hand of each student. Okay? Creating an environment of multi-public and semi-public providers, creating a federation of trusted users, providing common data models for users, and the European Commission say that EWP is not limited to Erasmus plus mobility. The future we tell. Oh my God. Well, what is to be changed? Basically, everything that 2 years ago, it changes it changes with papers. All is turned from the paper format to one informatic, a computer way format. Data for interinstitutional agreement, data for HACE, nominations, learning agreements, host transcript of records, home transcript of records, including grade conversion, arrival departure certification, and reporting Erasmus Plus the student data mobile. This is what we change with Erasmus with that paper. Well, let's see some roadmaps. First one, interinstitutional agreement. How it works? Well, we have a host institution, University of Alcalá, and receive institution in this institution is the University of Porto. Must interchange information of interinstitutional agreement. How it works? Simple. Alcalá sends a text format to Oporto Institute that take and process all the information using Erasmus without paper formats. Well, all is okay. Status of agreement is updated in the interinstitutional agreement management with a signet of both parts. Okay? It's the same that paper, but without paper. Paper, forget it. Now we have computer formats, but it's the same. Second roadmap, nominations. We start with a student that wants to make a mobility and solicit with a client in an app. For example, in this case is the University of Warsaw with an app, mobile app named Move On. The student take the app, push all the buttons. I want to go to Puerto Rico. Is it 1 to 4 place? Why not? Well, this information with the IEPs format goes to the open institution where the mobility coordinator approves the mobility with a different program named Move On. One question that runs your mind in this moment. Here is named the dashboard. Here is named Move On, and it's the same. It's the same in formats and connection of communication, but there are different applications because each institution must create the best software to use. Okay? Or other possibilities that we can share with you in the last time of this presentation. Well, once the European Outgoing Mobility Coordination approves the mobility, send and data format to other university, the Warsaw,